the talk with the aspirants of Ktu Src 2022-2023. I have here with me one fine gentleman. His name is just too much, so let me just go into my books. I don't want to get it wrong. Atigah-Foli Isaac Mawutor, aka the Big Tree. So you've heard of the Big Tree. I present to you, the students of Ktu, the Big Tree, Mawutor Atigah-Foli Isaac. Hi, Mawutor.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So Mawutor, we've all heard of the Big Tree. Yeah, we've seen you around. But then, now give us details. Who is Mawutor?
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah.
First of all, let me extend my warm regards to the Ktu student populace.
Okay.
And thank them so much for the enormous support they have been giving so far.
Okay.
I mean, it's great. It's great. And I really like it. So basically, when we say who is Mawutor or who is a Big Tree, in fact, one of the questions that pop up a lot since we started this agenda is the fact that people keep asking why the Big Tree? I mean, what I thought is the meaning of the Big Tree.
Yeah.
Let me use this opportunity to just quickly clear whatever questions people are having about the Big Tree with regards to the name itself. So I'm an Ewe, and in Ewe, when we say Atigah, it means Big Tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is basically why people call me the Big Tree.
Oh, okay.
And I love the origination of my name. I really love it so much. In fact, when I was in junior high about to write this, I asked my dad that, what is the meaning of Big Tree? I mean, how can a human be called a Big Tree? I need to understand the background of it. So he sat me down to give me the history of the family. And according to him, in the olden days where people used to struggle to actually set fire, that you have to bring two stones together, hit them hard over and over for hours before you catch fire. My family was fortunate by then. They used to have a lot of timberland. I mean, the family used to own a lot of timberland. So what they did was that instead of going through the struggle of bringing stones together, they harvest one log, put it into the triple stove, and they leave it like that, burning 24/7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there was no need for you to, after a day's struggle, come back again the next day to come and crack stones in order to catch fire.
Yeah.
Eventually, people got to realize that there was fire always in my home. So instead of going through the struggle of setting fire, they actually refer their people to come and set fire. I mean, bring pieces of fire from our end to go and set their own.
Oh, okay.
So that is what continued. Then eventually, everybody started referring our home as the Big Tree. Then the children who were coming up, when they go out, people started calling it the Big Tree, the Big Tree. Then it became a surname actually. So it was out of helping humanity, out of making life easier for everybody, out of bringing comfort for everybody, that we even had our family name.
Okay.
So my family has actually been there since time immemorial, ensuring the comfort of people, ensuring, I mean, the growth of all of us together.
Okay.
And that is what has, I mean, generation after generation. I mean, if you look at my dad, if you look at ourselves, like the family, that is what we are about. Leading people, bringing people together to help them achieve their goals.
All right.
And that's all I'm about.
I asked for details, but this is way too much details, and it's some form of history we have here right now with the Atigah-Foli. So those of you here of the Big Tree, this is the history behind it, and this is the man himself. But then tell me, you could have gone for any other position, maybe finance officer or something. Why this position? Why?
All right, thank you very much. So the inspiration for running for presidency has been something that I've had long ago. In fact, 2 years ago, I was in the presidential race right here on campus here, and I was actually vicing someone for the presidency. And close to election, there was a merger between another team, and I had to step down for the greater good of all of us, because the two teams were very strong. And one of the things that happened on campus that people don't know, campus politics, is that when you have a great opposition, when you win elections, it becomes very difficult for you to execute whatever you want to do, because the impedance becomes very high. You have a lot of people opposing what you want to do just to prove that they could have done better.
Yes.
So after series of negotiations, we got to realize that the two teams who were very strong at that time should come together for a common goal, so that once we are together, people will be together. Then we will have less friction in carrying on activities. And it was even my administration. Under that administration, I served as a chief clerk, and it was under my administration that all of these things were set up. All of these tables and chairs we are sitting on and enjoying today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
So these are one of our achievements.
Okay.
As 2 years ago. And after looking critically at the system that the SRC uses, I got to realize that we need continuity and experience to ensure that we do more as SRC. In fact, the time frame for presidency is very short, and most times we get people who have no idea about the system itself, so they get into it and they are overwhelmed with the whole system. Before you get to learn and go around to actually know the system, your time is fast spent.
Yeah.
So I thought, I know, once I have entered the system before, gathered experience from the system, then I should be able to do more by running for president, so that I can do more because I know the system already. So it becomes much easier to work with it, and we can achieve more together as one people.
Okay. So you've been there before, under a different position, and a different administration as well.
Yes.
This time around, you are the leader.
Yes.
Yes. You are heading the whole team.
Yeah.
So, what difference do you want to make now? What difference are you bringing on board?
Okay. So I think I've been here this is my 4th year of being here, and I have seen presidencies. After presidencies, for me, the cue that I have learned out of all my experiences, that it's about time we target the very basic needs of the Ktu students. So the only difference I seek to make, and together with my family, which we call the Big Tree family, is to target the very basic needs of the Ktu students. So we are looking at the fact that when the Ktu student comes to school, that student should be able to afford his or her fees. That's the first thing. When that student comes to campus to study, he should be able to have all the things, the basic things they need to study and study well. Then when that student closes from campus, again on campus here, the student should be able to be comfortable. So we are looking at the comfort, the washrooms. When you go to the washroom, you should be comfortable. So we are going to tackle the washroom. We are also looking at the fact that when you close from here, you should get somewhere to peacefully lay your head before the next day comes for you to come all over again. So what we are seeing that if you're able to pay your fees, if you are able to get to school and all the basic needs are in the classrooms, you learn well. If you're able to get somewhere to put your head, these are the very basic needs of the Ktu student. And there are other bonus packages that we are bringing on board. Something like training students on entrepreneurial skills. So we have started something called the entrepreneurship drive. That is something we have even started before Power. That every weekend we bring on board a facilitator to come and educate students, to teach people practical things. The first one we did was pedicure and manicure class. Yes. So we pay the person, we buy all the things needed, then the person will come and teach the people for free.
Wow.
Yeah. So those are other bonus packages in addition to it. I would like to dive into it if you permit me.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You go there.
Right.
How was the response from the students with the pedicure, manicure? How was the response from the students? Did they participate?
Well, it was the first time, and I must say we had like only 25 people participating, and it was a good start for me, because for you to organize something like, in fact, the facilitator was only one because of financial constraints, and it was fine. But what I'm saying is that when we come to Power, we are going to extend this under a bigger umbrella. We are going to solicit funds. We are going to bring in politicians, people, the government itself. When they see we have started something, we are doing it, people are going to invest into it.
It's interesting how you want to help the people and then bring on board all these initiatives. But then also we know that before you can do all that, the students need to give you the permission. They need to put you in power. Yes, so that authority has to come from the students. You understand? And so my question now is, how do you intend to win the heart of the student to put you in that authority?
Okay, thank you very much. So I think that is very, very important. It doesn't matter your aspiration, it doesn't matter how good you can be. If you don't get the people to endorse you, trust me, all of these ideas will just be some white elephants sitting somewhere. And that is why I seek to do the little things I can do even without power, for the people to know as a proof, as something that will show that yes, indeed, even without power, he's able to do this, and he's going to do more when we give him power. And that is why I said we have started the entrepreneurship drive. We are going to continue. It's something we are going to continue. We are going to, in fact, during this exam week, there's a lot of help we have extended to students by looking for good students who can teach, gathering students together to teach them on courses that they are fumbling with. So these are petty things we are doing to ensure that the people, we get credibility in the eyes of the people. And next semester, trust me, it's going to be fun, it's going to be nice. People are going to have a lot of benefits. Whether or not I win or lose the election, trust me, I can assure everybody that everybody is really going to benefit much from the victory family before we win or whatever happens.
Okay, so running for this position alone tells a lot, and it means that you see the leadership spirit in you, or you have some sort of leadership skills with you. My question is yourself. Nobody knows you better than yourself. What values do you possess as a leader?
Okay, thank you very much. So, I have actually not been a follower ever at any point in my life. Way back from the primary school, I have been a class rep all throughout. I was a section leader in junior high. I became a dining hall prefect in the high school. I became the PRO for my faculty when I came here, when I was in first year. And I think leadership has been part of my system, and no matter how I try to detach myself, it doesn't work. I have great way of coordinating people, bringing people together to achieve their goal. In fact, I'm able to bring the people together. And one of the things I have that I'm so happy about is the fact that I am able to encourage others. I'm able to let people tap into my spirit. When I bring people together, I let them tap that fire in me and make them understand why it is possible for them to rally behind me for that goal. And it helps a lot, especially when it comes to the leadership that you have to be liaising between two parties. I was a workers' union vice chairman for 5 years in a company I worked with before I came to school. And that is just like SRC position. We have types of leadership. We have leadership that you are leading the people and you decide and it comes to them. We have leadership that you are in between two parties. This is exactly where we are. The SRC is an intermediate between the school and the student populace. So your interest is to fight for the welfare of the students, and that is exactly what I am extremely good at. In fact, liaising between management means you have to find a way to lobby so that management like the ideas of the students. And lobbying is one of my skills. I'm very good at lobbying for things to be done. And I'm also very good at standing strongly and fighting for the right thing to be done, no matter who is opposing it. As far as I know, it's the right thing, and it's what the people want. I have that courage and that strength to stand firmly, and that is what we need as Ktu Src as it stands now. We need a leader that is brave and firm enough to stand, to push for the interest of the students. It's about time we elevate the standard of the SRC through a brave leader.
So Mawutor, who is your mentor? We all have someone we look up to. Some is your parents, some is your siblings, some is celebrities. Who is your mentor?
So honestly, when we come to leadership, when you ask me who is my mentor in general, it will divert small from here, because I have a burning desire to become a very serious
it can be
surgeon or a medical doctor.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So my mentor will be different in that aspect. But when it comes to leadership, there is this one man who groomed me when I was working.
Okay.
He's called Mr. Adu.
Okay.
And trust me, I like that man. He has trained me on how to lobby. In fact, there are things that you may think it is impossible for you to agree, but he has a way of doing it, and it doesn't matter how strong you think you are, or how one-sided you think you are. Maybe this one I'll not agree. When he comes in and speaks with you, trust me, at the end of the day, you will settle with him, and that man inspires me a lot. Okay. So and I wish to become like him.
Oh, okay. We hope so.
And be better than him, actually.
All right. What drives you? What gives you the push? What's your motivation? What's your source of inspiration?
So basically, one of the things that pushes me a lot to always occupy leadership positions is the fact that I've come to realize, I don't know whether that is how life has been all this while, or it is this era that it has become like a lot of people cannot stand for themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of people cannot speak for themselves, even when they are treated wrongly, or I don't know, but some way they find it like, I don't want to talk about it. And I see that, well, this is how God has made me. He gives me the strength, the courage, and the wisdom to speak for myself. And I shouldn't keep it only for myself, but I should extend it to those who cannot speak for themselves. So that was one of the motivations why I picked up the Workers' Union Vice Chairman position. And trust me, it was great. Even up to now, just 3 days ago, the National Union was calling me, telling me that since I left, things have become, there's no one to stand up for the workers.
Well, that's a good remark, though.
Yeah. So this is me. I always want to step in for others, whether I know the person or not. When I see, that person deserves this and the person is not being given, I feel worried within me. So I feel like taking up the position will help you to do more and to speak more on the behalf of the people.
Okay, nice one. Okay. What's your political ambition like in the near future?
Okay, so I have a great interest in unionism. Okay. I don't seek to trend on the partisan politics. No.
Okay.
That's not me, because I'm an activist. That is how I see myself. I want to speak on behalf of others. I want to help people being treated equally.
Yeah.
And I think trending on the partisan politics will deviate what I feel. Okay. So I want to focus on unionism. So right from here, I will try and join some workers' union and groom myself there from there. I think I'm best in that field. So I'll be a leader though, but it will be in the union aspect, not partisan politics.
Mawutor, it's been fun talking to you, but I believe you are not always on the political right, as in you said, helping the people, standing up for them. That must be so much and stressful. Sometimes you all need to do something fun to release stress and all that. What do you do for fun?
That's nice. In fact, I have so many things I do aside all the business. In fact, I'm a sportsman. I love sports. Bodybuilding is one of my sports.
Oh, okay.
That I must say that maybe I'm addicted to it.
Oh, okay.
But when it gets very tough, I leave it small and come back. So I do bodybuilding. I play basketball. I'm a very good basketball player, trust me. I play long tennis. I'm very good at table tennis as well. And the one I love the most is swimming. I'm a very good swimmer and I love to swim.
Okay.
So once it's been a long while, I did all of these things, but I know the storm will be over soon now. I'll get back to the
Sure.
Yeah.
We hope so. I've been speaking with Mawutor Atigah-Foli Isaac, the big tree. He is aspiring to be the SRC president for KTU 2022-2023 academic year. Before I let him go, I'll let him give you his final words and tell tell you what he have for you. Mawutor, look into the camera and talk to your people.
Alright, my fellow Ktu students, trust me, when I say the very basic needs is a target, trust me on that. We are here just to serve your very basic needs. The Big Tree family is in just for the simplest things that you need. An accommodation for the SRC that you can get somewhere to lay your head when you come to school, projectors for every department, PA systems for every big lecture hall, refurbishment of our washrooms, scholarship opportunities for all of us, both local and international, and above all, we seek to bring peace between management and the entire Ktu student populace. This is exactly what the Big Tree stands for, and these are the seeds that we are putting on board. We will need you, all of us, to hold hands to come and water these seeds so that it will grow for the betterment of our lives as Ktu students. Thank you very much, and I'm hoping and counting on your support. Let's all come together and come and rally behind the Big Tree for the greater achievement of success for all of us as Ktu students. Thank you very much.
Alright, there you have it. This has been a talk with the aspirants of Ktu Src 2022-2023 academic year. I just spoke with Mawutor Atigah-Foli Isaac. He is aspiring for the presidency, and he has spoken to you, and I hope that whatever he said fell on a good heart, and you people show him the needed love and support he needs when the need arrive. My name is Sika. This is Sika TV, and this is a talk with the aspirants.